What's a question so stupid it gets more complex the more you think about it? Why does grape flavored stuff taste like purple and not grapes? Concord grape flavor. The first time I remember eating a Concord grape was when I was 15, and it triggered a cinematic highlight reel of eating grape candies, but now I knew. Only a few things have rocked my world that hard. I have a vine in the side yard. There are not many things that compare to the overwhelming sweetness and flavor of one of those things bursting open as you bite down on it. Why do they call them fingers? I've never seen them fing. I tried to put this as my yearbook quote when I graduated. They corrected fing, technically not a word, to fling, and ruined it. Got 'em yearbook bitches. On the Ricky Gervais show, Carol Pilkington once came out with, "Do you control your brain, or does it control you?" They mocked him, but damn, that made me HMM. I think that's the case with a lot of things Carol says. He's mocked for them, but more often than not, you, the unwitting listener, will find yourself agreeing with his often profoundly deep and unexpected quips. Dumb smart, a fairly smart person who can't word brain idea. Good edit. Gold's good eye. Thanks fam. How do magnets work? Okay, yeah, the Ike song the meme comes from is kind of dumb, complaining that scientists ruin the wonder of life by explaining stuff. But have you ever actually dug into the question? Once you get past the elementary school explanation of simple ferromagnetism, it gets rapidly very complex. It's one of the fundamental forces of nature, and there are layers of complexity that you can lose yourself in a career studying. Kind of like studying matter from the subatomic level all the way up through chemistry to biology. Why aren't my magnets working? I bet you're thinking of Scott Clark again, huh? I've never been able to land on how time will work. If we ever make it to other planets, literally everything we've established is relatively arbitrary because of our very particular relationship with the Sunday. Relatively recently, 1 second has been defined in a non-relative manner. 1 second is 9,192,631,770 periods of the radiation corresponding to the transition between the two hyperfine levels of the ground state of the cesium-133 atom. Which just means they found something that is always the exact length as what we decided 1 second is. So now use that to define 1 second. TL. Doctor, 1 second now has a definition that would remain the same everywhere and everyone. Still totally arbitrary, though. Edit. To the many people arguing about the literal milliseconds of difference that can be experienced on Earth, being specific to the point of irrelevance doesn't make you smart. It makes you an ass. Everywhere and everyone, there was some discussion on some thread recently that it changes in different gravitational forces, but I ain't no scienceman. Edit. At this point I've gotten so many replies talking about relativity and such, so if you want to reply to me, please first read a few of the earlier replies and see if what you want to say hasn't been said already. I appreciate all y'all's apostrophe enthusiasm. From my limited understanding, if you're experiencing strong enough gravity to affect time, then you have issues way bigger than time. 500 grams. Peanuts ingredients. Peanuts warning. Contains peanuts. Why? Warning. Contains peanuts. My favorite is, may contain peanuts. Up, it better. Roadwork ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. Sir, there are insufficient funds in your account. Yes, I agree. Why is real estate a thing? Is there a fake estate as well? Real property basically refers to a home or land. Personal property is everything else. The best way it's been explained to me is, if you were to turn your piece of land upside down, everything that falls off would be personal property. Car, tractor, jewelry, and everything that stayed would be real property, your house, the land itself. Interesting. In Ferrese, real estate is called "Foston," which directly translates to something like stuck/immovable property, and personal property is called "Lysaf," which translates to loose/movable property. Danish, and I think German, have similar names. Flammable, inflammable, non-inflammable. Why are there three? Either a thing flams or it doesn't. Inflammable means flammable? What a country. What is the difference between a maze and a labyrinth? A labyrinth has a minotaur. And David Bowie. What does water taste like? Water's taste consists of 3 factors: its temperature, its mineral content and its pH level. To be clear, you do not taste the pH. What you might taste is differing concentrations of minerals as a function of pH, particularly calcium. Our tongues have calcium taste receptors and the calcium availability can vary with pH due to CO2 invasion. It's possible we may be able to taste other dissolved ions as well, but in most cases they won't be significantly impacted by the level of pH variation we see in drinking water. How many grains of sand do you need to make a pile? Are you guys seriously expecting me to believe that if someone pointed and said look at that pile of sand, and it was just 4 grains stuck together in a pyramid, you'd be oh yeah, that's a reasonable usage of the word pile? That's not a pile, that's just some sand. As many as you need. Half as many as twice its amount. I see you speak fluent workplace bullshit. Why does the Green Ranger have a dagger? That was a flute. That sounded like a synthesizer that's trying to sound like a trumpet. And he blew into it with his helmet on. Edit. Hear it in action. Edit 2. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. Answer. Japan. A wizard did it. Technically true if you know Power Rangers lore. If you could suck your own dick, would it feel more like getting your dick sucked or more like sucking a dick? Edit. Don't really know proper etiquette for addressing the masses, but I wanna thank all you cocksuckers for the feedback. According to interviews posted on the internet, it seems pretty unanimous that it feels more like sucking a dick than getting your dick sucked. That's disappointing but understandable. Another one off the list. Do half holes exist? How do you cut a hole in a half? They are always whole numbers. Holy shit. What would happen if Pinocchio said my nose will grow now? His nose collapses on itself and all of reality is deleted. It takes a screenshot. Edit. Thanks, the best thing I ever said on the internet was repeating someone else's joke louder and everyone laughed. I hate all of you, but myself more. I feel like this is half of a really funny joke. If anyone finds the other half, please let me know. Isn't it something like, what happens if you sneeze and cough at the same time? Your body takes a screenshot. How high up does the sky start? Edit. Posted an off-the-cuff comment on my throwaway and went to bed, and, well, I guess this is my main account now. Thanks for all the answers, very thought-provoking. However tall the tallest building in the world is, since they are skyscrapers they must just be tickling the underbelly of the sky. So is the tallest skyscraper the only true skyscraper, all others simply being contenders for the title? Triscrapers. Why does store-bought lemonade have imitation flavoring, but furniture polish contains real lemon juice? Imitation lemon juice is cheaper, but doesn't do anything for cleaning purposes. Real lemon juice is an acid that helps break up stuck-on particles and leaves a refreshing scent, although the scent is probably an imitation scent. Imitation lemon juice also contains citric acid and ascorbic acid. That's why it tastes lemony. He's probably thinking of the limonene that works well as a solvent, but doesn't add anything significant to the flavor that artificial ingredients don't. If telescopes use mirrors, how do we know there are no space vampires? Can cereal be considered a soup? Only if a hot dog is a taco and Pop-Tarts are ravioli. Pop-Tarts are not ravioli because they are not made of pasta, nor are they a sandwich. Pop-Tarts are dumplings. Ridiculous. Everyone knows Pop-Tarts and Uncrustables are simply sweet empanadas. They're strudels, you infidels. Does a set of all sets contain itself? Not a mathematician, but my understanding is that in the commonly used formulation of set theory, Zermelo-Freenkel, the set of all sets does not contain itself, because it does not exist. But questions like that, which leads to Cantor's paradox, are what led to the formation of axiomatic sets theory. So it's a great answer to the question. Is the Kool-Aid Man the pitcher or the juice? How are cranes built? Immediate answer is with cranes. But how was the first one built? Time is cyclical. The first crane was and will be built by the last. The fuck? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.